Hello everyone! Today we're going to talk about the movie The Tomorrow War. The story begins in the year 2051, where several soldiers are seen falling from the sky. Among them is a man named Daniel. All of them fall into the water, and when they come out, they are holding weapons in their hands. It appears as if the entire world is at war. From here, the story goes into a flashback, moving 28 years back to the year 2022. In 2022, Daniel is shown living with his wife and young daughter. He is a biologist, but he does not have a good job, so he works as a teacher. He has an interview scheduled at an Army research lab, which excites him a lot. However, while he is on his way to the interview, he receives a call informing him that he has been rejected based on the forms he submitted. This makes Daniel very angry and disappointed. Later, while Daniel is at home watching a football match on TV, a portal suddenly opens in the middle of the football ground. A large group of soldiers comes out of it. Among them is their leader, Lieutenant Hart. She announces that in the year 2048, aliens known as white spikes attacked Earth. They were first seen in northern Russia, and within just 3 years, by 2051, they wiped out most of humanity. She says they need help from people of the past and want them to travel to the future to fight the aliens. Countries around the world agree to send soldiers. These soldiers are sent through a wormhole to the year 2051, but only for 7 days. After 7 days, they are brought back and replaced by new soldiers. However, within those 7 days, over 70% of the soldiers are killed by the alien. Daniel receives a message calling him to the research center. He is told that he will also be sent to 2051. A tracking band is placed on his arm, which allows them to bring him back after 7 days if he survives. Daniel does not want to go, but he has no choice. Daniel shows the band to his wife, and she realizes that he is being sent to the future war. She is really inconsolable and declares that she will not release him. Daniel clarifies that the group permits them to send him at any moment into any place. His wife suggests asking for help from Daniel's father, who might be able to remove the device. Daniel dislikes his father because he abandoned him and his mother when Daniel was a child. Still, he visits him. His father agrees to remove the device, but an argument breaks out between them. Out of anger, Daniel leaves without removing the band. Daniel says goodbye to his wife and daughter and reports to the research center, where many others are gathered. An Army officer gives a presentation. A lady queries why they can't go back to 1948, the time when the aliens were first seen, and eliminate them then. The policeman tells her that the time machine is not capable of operating beyond a 30-year span, thus travel is only permitted from 2022 to 2051. Training begins, but it is cut short when Lieutenant Hart announces that the aliens have attacked an important lab in 2051. Everyone is immediately sent through the wormhole, and when all of them are between the years 2050 and 2051, the portal suddenly breaks down. Because of this, all of them start falling down from the sky. From here, the story moves into the present. It is proven that what was shown to us at the beginning of the story happens after reaching 2051. In 2051, Daniel is made the leader of his group. He is sent to retrieve survivors from a lab, but when he arrives, everyone there is already dead. He reports this to the colonel, who tells him to retrieve an important hard drive from the lab. Daniel and his team succeed, and then they attack the aliens. There are so many aliens here that an order is given to bomb this place. All of his friends get out of there, and the place is blasted with bombs, in which many aliens are killed. But many of his companions also die in it. He himself also becomes unconscious. When he regains consciousness, he is inside a tent, where one of his companions is on the bed next to him. When both of them come outside, they see that one more of their companions has survived. In fact, only these 3 survived the alien attack. One of them reveals that this is his 3rd deployment and that he has terminal cancer. He prefers dying in battle rather than in a hospital. The Colonel arrives and Daniel realizes she looks familiar. She reveals that she is his daughter from the future. Daniel is proud of her, but she refuses emotional contact, saying that here they are only soldiers. She tells the team that they have to get hold of a female white spike since it is the creature that gives birth. Learning about it might be the key to knowing how the aliens continue to exist. With this plan, they set out from here. Here, the female alien stay. Daniel's daughter tells her dad to stay in the helicopter. They try to capture her and lock her in a prison while the other alien come here and attack them. During the process, Daniel does not follow instructions and goes down to save his child. They manage to capture the female alien, but other helicopters are destroyed. Daniel and his daughter escape in a military vehicle and reach a safe beach. The Colonel says to Daniel, "Why did you come down? I told you to stay in the helicopter." Daniel tells her he came because he loves her. She responds coldly, explaining that he abandoned her in her childhood, just like he resents his own father. Shortly after, they reach the lab, where she extracts blood samples from the alien to create a toxin capable of killing all white spikes. But they don't have enough resources to create more sample from it. She sends Daniel back to 2022 with the toxin sample. Before he leaves, the alien attacks again, badly injuring her. She apologizes to Daniel and tells him she loves him. As Daniel tries to save her, he is pulled back to 2022 when his 7 days end. When he reaches there, he feels very sad because he was unable to save his daughter. He has a sample for making a toxin, which his daughter gave him. He hands it over and tells them to produce a large quantity of medicine from it so that he can take it back. Lieutenant tells him that he cannot return even if he wants to, because the time portal has been damaged. Heartbroken, Daniel returns home and hugs his young daughter. Daniel tells his wife that their daughter will grow up to become a great colonel and will create a toxin that will kill the aliens, which I bring the world. Later, Daniel wanted to meet his friend, who had gone with him in the year 2051, and he brought an alien's claw with him that he had placed around his neck. After that, they take it to the lab, where they find out that the aliens originated from volcanic ash. Daniel has a student who knows a lot about the volcanic ashes. Now they all go to him. He tells them in the year 1946, a large amount of lava had erupted from a place on Earth, and the lava had spread everywhere. And after that, it was covered by ice. And the animals that lived there were buried beneath that ice, and it's possible that they are still alive today. So it's possible that when the ice melts due to global warming, they might emerge onto the surface and attack on humans. Daniel understands that this theory the child is talking about is completely correct. That's why he explained everything, all the details and theories, to the supervisor of the Minister of Defense. But they dismiss his entire theory. But Daniel wants to kill those aliens at any cost. If Daniel kills all the aliens, then in the future, that is, in the year 2051, his daughter's life will be saved because the future will change completely. That's why he goes to his father, because he has a helicopter. He explains everything to his father. He explains that if he wants to save his daughter and your granddaughter, they need to go that place and eliminate all the aliens. His father also loves his granddaughter very much, and so he agrees to go with him. Here, Loon and Hart had made that toxin in large quantity, the one Daniel had brought from the future. Then they all get into the plane, and upon arriving, they carry out a blast, which opens up the path to go down. After that, Daniel and everyone else go down, and there they find an alien ship. They see that this spaceship has crashed, and all the aliens inside are killed, but the aliens had also brought other bioweapon with them. It is said to be called a white spikes. These are the same bioweapons, meaning the same aliens who in year 2048 emerged from Earth's core and annihilated almost the entire global population. They see that many white spikes are asleep in deep sleep in order to stay alive. They have toxins that kill some of the white spikes. But of their movement, the female white spikes, which are the queens of those white spikes, it's emerged from there. In other words, it wakes up. This is the one who killed Daniel's daughter, the Colonel, in the year 2051. Now it attacks them as well and even goes so far as to kill some of its Daniel's companions. Daniel's companion says to him, "You go up and I'll stay here and set off the bomb to kill everyone." In fact, he has cancer, and that's why he himself agrees to sacrifice himself. Daniel goes outside where his father is as well. At that moment, the female alien, whoever is still alive, attacks Daniel. The toxins that Daniel has severely wounds that alien. But even now, it remains not completely injured and still possesses strength, and it moves toward Daniel to kill him. But Daniel's father attacks it in order to save his son. As soon as it moves towards his father to kill him, Daniel attacks that female white spikes and kill it with the toxin. Here Daniel realizes that his father loves him very much, and the anger he had in his heart also fades away. After that, Daniel and his father return home, and Daniel hugs his wife and daughter. Here, Daniel's father also comes to his home, along with Daniel. Daniel knows what mistakes he shouldn't make in the future, which ensures that he will always remain with his daughter. Because Daniel has killed all the aliens, the future is completely changed. In the future, when his daughter will become a colonel, and no alien will be able to kill her. Therefore, the story of the Tomorrow War comes to an end right here. The film was released in 2021, has an IMDb rating of 6.6, a budget of $200 million, and earned $9 million at the box office. Hope you found this post enjoyable.